What's up? It's Dr.Dupé, Coding While Black, episode 52. Today is April 25th, 2021, one day before my anniversary. Today's also my baby sister's birthday, so happy birthday to my baby sister, Karen. As usual, you know, the weather has changed again. We had a couple weeks of sunshine, so I was out and about. You can see I'm at a little local creek here in my neighborhood, chilling outside today, but it's not sunny. Matter of fact, it just finished raining. You can also maybe see I got one of my new hoodies on for HBCU, it's Tennessee State University. You know, they just hired Eddie George to be their head football coach. Congratulations to Eddie George. That's big stuff, that's big things, right? I love the fact that HBCUs are being embraced by these former greats. Maybe we can get some of our young college, young high school players to attend these schools and increase their funding and increase their profile so they can get some of the love that these big schools have been getting for all these years, decades, right? And then they can improve their programs based on the revenue generated from the sports program. So that's good stuff. So what I wanted to talk about today was, and this just came to me this morning while I was going out to get my breakfast, and so I wanted to share. So over the years, again, I've been in the field 30 years, and I've worked in IT all kinds of different ways, right? I've worked. Started off as a full-time employee. That's all I knew was to get my degree and go get a full-time job. I worked at a local hospital in San Antonio, Texas. And then as my career moved on, I learned about consulting and contracting. And I started to do contracting jobs where I made more money, but I didn't have benefits. I didn't have medical and dental and vision and those kinds of things. Of course, I was young and I didn't have a family, and I made enough money, so I had to go to the doctor. I could pay for it with no big deal. I've worked in startups. I've worked at big companies, multinational companies, big tech companies. I've worked all over America in different states, and I've worked outside of America. I spent 3 years living in the Caribbean as a software developer. So I've done a lot. And one of the pieces of advice I thought to give today was this. You have to learn to, just like you do in software, right? You're constantly iterating. We have this idea of continuous improvement, continuous monitoring, being agile. You want to be that way in your career. And what I mean by that is, when you apply for a job, you may read about the job online, on LinkedIn. You may read about it on a job posting on something like monster.com or some job board. And it has a description of what whoever is looking to hire you, what they think that job might entail, and what it might be like, right, a day in the life for you in that particular role. But what I've learned over the years is that's never correct. And even if it was, it never stays the way that it was described in the job description. And so what I've learned to do, and I would suggest that you do the same, is when you take a job, day one, start evaluating that job. You may find yourself in the job in the first month, you love it. The second month, you love it. It's all it was cracked up to be. And then things about the job start changing. You may get a new manager. You may have loved your manager, all of a sudden now you got a new manager. Your role may expand, right? They told you weren't going to have to travel, now you have to travel. Or they told you were going to travel and you love to travel, now they're taking travel away. Your responsibilities may expand or shrink. The people that you work with may change. My point is, you want to be constantly evaluating, so you may get to a point in the first 6 months or a year in that job and realize, wait a minute, this is not what I signed up for. And I've done that my whole career once I've learned it. Now on the flip side, that means that I haven't stayed in a job for 30 years. I have friends and colleagues. I know one brother I went to high school with. He graduated from college, moved to Dallas for a job, worked that job for 30 years and retired. Nothing wrong with that, right? That's not what I did, and I did not retire somewhere, and I'm not sitting on a pension because of it. As I mentioned at the outset, I've worked all over, different jobs, different scenarios, in the country, outside the country, always as a software developer up until the last 10 years or so, right? Where I was doing training and software development. Nothing wrong with that. But I'm pretty sure he just went through the ups and downs and he took them as they came. And that's not my personality. I'm always looking for something better. In some situations, I've quit because I was being mistreated or the job changed. In some situations, I was let go And I was let go for standing up for myself in situations that I didn't think were just. So either way, I ended up leaving those positions. And sometimes, like I said, the job wasn't what it was cracked up to be sold to me as. I can remember one training job I had in Houston, one of the first ones I got in Houston. It sounded like the bomb on paper. And when I got there, I was working for a tyrant. You know, watching my every move, looking to see where I was every 5 minutes, checking for me in the break room, calling me while I was on my way to catch the bus to go home. Just an oppressive environment. I was the only one being treated that way. So what am I getting at? What's my advice? What's the point? Continuously be in evaluation mode. It may look good in the very beginning, it may be good in the very beginning. Take notes, keep a folder, keep track of the changes. If you find yourself in a situation that you loved 6 months ago and now 9 months in, you don't, make a move. So that's it for today. Dr.Dupé, episode 52, Coding While Black. Give you a little bit of the background again. Good luck with everything and peace. Enjoy this Sunday.